my crafty friends. Welcome to Happy Place Crafting, crafting therapy for the soul. I hope you all are doing fabulous. I'm doing a little bit better today. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I need to do some shout outs to some people who reached out to me yesterday. The first shout out is to my friend Carmen, who I got to have a play date with yesterday. And I'm telling you, it really, really made my day. So, that was fun and fabulous, and we're actually going to do it more often. And if you want to have a play date on or off camera, we did it off. The two of us just hung out, and it was fabulous. It was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, if you want to have a play date or you want to play with us, just give me a call. What is this from? I wonder. An arrow. I do not know what it's from. I'm going to have to. Oh, I wonder if it's from those things that she sent me a happy mail too. That the day before also made my day. Um, it's just nice to know. The thing is when you're going through depression, especially a really deep depression, your instinct is to pull back because you're like trying to protect yourself in a way, right? But at least this is my experience. I can't talk for everybody, but this is my experience. This is something I do. I tend to pull back. And when I do that, I end up isolating myself from the things that actually help me the most with my depression on a daily basis, and that is my friends. And even like Cheryl, I hope you don't mind me saying, she reached out to me. It was very sweet. I had a moment to pop into Guy's channel last night and just say hello. I didn't stay very long. And they had noticed that I've been absent a lot. And so I had mentioned that I'm on the struggle bus with my depression right now. So, and Cheryl reached out to me and I thought that was very sweet. But those things, they might not seem like big things to you, but when you're struggling with depression, they mean a whole lot. So I just want to say that. Whoops. We're over here on this page. Okay. Enough of me, being on my soapbox this morning. Let's zoom in and pick some of these. Okay. Element. Here we go. Let's see what we're going to get for today. So I would just encourage, I know there's a lot of us out there who struggle with depression, especially this time of the year. It's very hard. And, with the time changing and less light and daylight, and you don't get out as much because it's colder. So you tend to, kind of hibernate in your homes a little bit more. You don't go out and work in the garden, and things like that, like you would do during the spring and summer and maybe even the fall. So, it's important. Cheryl reminded me to even just, she, must know I don't really leave my house, and just to sit by a window and get that sunlight in. So, and I am very solar motivated. So, I do struggle more with this. Okay. Elements. But anyways, wait, before I get to this, I'm squirreling. I'm so sorry. If you're struggling, please try not to isolate yourselves. I know it's hard, and just try to keep pushing yourself through every day, and, and reach out to me, and just, say, hey, I'm having a bad day. And I'd be more than happy to talk to you because I know exactly how it feels. And I will say that You know, I have anxiety, I have PTSD, you know, I have panic attacks and all these stupid things. But me, depression is the worst and the hardest to get out of. You know, a panic attack, you know, it lasts, you know, a certain amount of time, um, but it doesn't last. It does eventually go away, right? Where depression, if you don't deal with it, can really last for a very, very long time. And it's very hard to get out of, and especially very hard to get out of on your own. So, I'm talking from my experience that I know that there's other people out there that feel the same way I do. And so I would just encourage you to try very hard not to isolate yourselves, to just reach out, even if it's in the smallest way, and try to stay connected to your community. And if you don't have a community, find one, join mine. You know, like you might not even like crafting, but you know, might just need company while you're doing your housework or, you know, doing whatever, putting together a puzzle. You might just need somebody to hang out with. And so I encourage you to just find a community and reach out. Because, you know, that's the best part of our community is that we all really genuinely care about each other and we're there for each other. And it's not a fake thing. Not to say that there aren't some out there that are kind of um, probably not what you're looking for. Let's just put it that way. But there are the good way outweighs the bad in this community. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now I'm really done. I'm probably not, but I'm done for now because we got to move on. I mean, like, we're almost 10 minutes into this thing. We have done absolutely nothing. Okay. Our element is letters. Our make is insert. Oh gosh, we need to insert something. Okay, well, that's not that bad. Oh, our color is a knight's shield. Ay, ay, ay. Our action is smear. Oh my goodness. Let's see what Inktober is going to throw at us today. Because this is not an easy one. For the 23rd, did I say today is day 23 of Dear Prompts? Prompt cards plus art play equals a journal card, a journal, card, a card, whatever you want to make with it. Just make a picture and then throw it away if you're done if you don't like it. Okay, ooh, firefly. Oh, firefly. It's day 23. Look, we've almost made it, guys. We are on the downhill stretch. Okay. Um, firefly. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Okie doke. Okay, smear, I'm not too worried about. We can smear things on accident very easily. Night shield. Insert. Letters. Letters is so funny because my friend sent me this stamp, Eclectic Alphabet, and I stamped a bunch of them. I stamped the whole alphabet yesterday when I was hanging out with her because I wanted to test it out because I never had. So maybe we use one of these. I just cut these up this morning. So maybe we'll use one of those. Um, Maybe we'll spell something out. So that would be kind of cool. Okay. So, um, okay, so that should do with letters. Smear, I'm not too worried about. The insert in the night shield. Night shield is to me like silvery, coppery. It's like embellished, right? Like um embossed. We need something silver, gray, silverish. Trying to see. if I have anything in here that's black. Hmm. Uh, hmm. Can I use a piece of this? Good. I think oh no, that might work. It's still not like shiny like I really want it to be. Um, ooh. Silver, silver, silver. Something should be gray. Shiny gray, shiny gray. Maybe we just use a piece of gray. Ooh, wait, what's this? Is that a pure kind of gray? It's like white with a slight black weave, which makes it kind of... Okay. I don't know that we're going to find anything in this one. I think... Ooh, that's kind of cool, but... That. It's kind of a piece of black. Interesting. Okay. Think. Let me grab... What's BRB? BRB. I'm going to grab a piece of gray. I'll be right back. Or you can probably still. Let's go. And need to grab the box. I think we're going to miss it. Some way, shape, or form. Okie doke. Let's get rid of the BRB so you can actually see what's going on. We have to remember to do fireflies. Okay. Fireflies. We need to cut this down to our size, which is 7.5, which is right there. And 9 3/4. Let's just mark. Sorry if you can hear the barky dogs. My daughter was on the phone with me the other day. Well, on a video call with me the other day, and she could hear him. Mom, that's ridiculous. Because they were out there for a long time. Mom. Okay. That's going to be that. All right. Now, we want to embellish. I'm going to... What should we put on it? I feel like... Oh, this one is kind of cool. Might be kind of neat. think we can do the whole thing. Wouldn't really matter if they were overlapping. Oh, but how am I going to get that to go through the... Oh. Um... You know what? I'm going to cut this. Right there. There's going to be a seam in this, but that'll be all right. Okay, we'll just make it work. We'll figure it out. Herman has the exact same cutting cutter that I told her I found I like finally, and she's like, I have one. Okay, we need different. Well, wonder if we can leave this board. I always have to mess around because I know that this embossing folder is really thick, so we're only going to be able to use one plate on top. Yeah, no, that's going to be too thick. We need... All right. Do that. Do that. Sometimes you just have to mess around to find the right. Oh yeah, more than that. Okay. And I do that. I believe this works. Oops, I picked up a letter. It'll be all right. You see the letter? Whoops. Oh man, sorry about the earthquake. Shatter. Oh, there's gonna be a line, but that's okay. I'm not upset about it. It's still really cool. Okay. Let's do this other side. Let's line it up over here so that we can really match it back up for the bottom part. Oh wait, no. Okay. Did that. This back through. And let's edge right there. There. Oops. Now we're picking up lots of letters. We've got lots of ethically here. Okay. We actually had to turn the heaters on here yesterday because it was freezing. It was only like, oh, that one didn't really match up, but that's okay. We're not going to be picky about it. We're not going to. All right, these back here. Take that back here. Okay. We've got this now. So this is going to be our page. I think I want to hold on. Gonna make my hand crazy, but all right, let's. Oh my gosh, this is drying up. Makes me so mad because this was not cheap. Okay. Wonder if there's a way to refresh this. If anybody knows a way, let me know. This definitely is drying up quite a bit from the last time I opened it. There, I got quiet again. Aren't you glad I have the music? Nobody commented about the music, so I don't know how y'all feel about it. Somebody needs to leave a comment and let me know how you feel about it. Let me know, let me know. Did watch Hazel last night. She did announce that she's going to interview me. I am nervous about it, but I know I trust her. If it was somebody else, I'm not sure. But I do really trust her, so I watched every single one of her interviews. I know how she is with people, that she's, very good with people. She's a great listener. She asks wonderful questions. She's very kind and friendly. So, like, you're in safe hands with her, I know. I guess it's hard because look at how gorgeous. Can you see that this is like shining and picking up the color? Look at my finger. You see my finger? I hate to get messy, so I must love y'all to be able to do this. Okay. That's that one. Let's do this one. But look at the difference. Can you see the difference? Like, it's like night and day. It makes a huge difference. So, we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Oh, now we got like a big piece there. All right. Less is more, less is more. Less is more. I need to remember that when we're working with this. This makes me so mad that this is like getting dried up. Oh, a little brittle there. Being a little too rough with it, I think. Saying, hey, be gentle with me. There we go. Really good. I know this takes a little bit of time, but from what I've understood, y'all don't mind too much, so just want to hang out. And I'm grateful that you want to hang out with me. Armin and I are thinking about doing a live together, maybe like once a month. What do y'all think about that? I stopped doing live so much. But she's like, you shouldn't stop doing lives. Everybody likes your lives. It's good for you. You need to do your lives. So she's like, what am I doing with you? And I was like, okay. That sounds like a plan, Stan. Okay. This really has a lot on it. I think it's that. Okay. I don't know if I put a piece of plastic over that, if it would help preserve it for whatever little bit is left of it. What am I going to do about that? Oh, yikes. I need a paper towel. Water. Ooh, you know what? I wonder if I added a little bit of water in there and mixed it around, it would. I don't know. What do y'all think? Polish. So I don't know what. Oh, that came off pretty good with water, actually. Okay. Much better. You know, I don't like to be messy. Funny that I'm a crafter who doesn't like to be messy, right? There's probably an oxymoron somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna glue this down, I think. Not gonna totally match up. I mean, we could get it to match up, but then there's gonna be a space up there and a space down here. And so do we really care? Nah, probably not. So let's just, but I think we're gonna have to use a good glue to glue this down because it's embossed and I don't think it's gonna want to stay very well. We'll use the good glue this time to glue it. Need to order some more good glue because, you know, about to be November and I don't know when they stop shipping it. I usually can get away with using a bottle a year. But I can because I use other glues. I don't just use that glue. Somebody who just uses that glue, they're going to go through more than a bottle a year. I go through one of the big bottles a year, usually. So I don't know. I get nervous when it starts to get cold because then it's like, oh, I don't know. But it's not like it's the only glue out there. You can't, there are other glues. They're just not exactly like it. Okay. It's not too far off. Okie doke. We can do that. All right. Okay, so now we for sure have the night shield. That is for sure a night shield background, right? I think definitely we can agree with that. Okay, smear. Oh, I think we smeared the stuff on there, so we did that. We did that. That was good. Okay, letters. We've got letters, and now we need to do an insert. Insert. Do we want to do that? Inspiration. Look at all these she sent me. Look, this one is so very clever. I'm trying to think if there's any inserts in this that she sent me. These are the ones that she made on our channel on when she was on live with me, I think, or very similar to them. So very cool. Oh, this has an insert. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I did a private happy mail thing with her because it was rather long. So I just sent it to her so she could see me opening it. But these are things that she actually made. So I think I could share them with you. But look, there's petals and there's she's put the acetate over them to protect them. Isn't that clever? And then this goes over it. So that inserts into that. That's pretty cool, actually. That's an insert. And then she did some of the Project Life ones. She did a Project Life card one, which I love that idea. She sent me a ton of Project Life cards, and I'm going to use them because I like to send happy mail in them. So, and if you want to get on my Christmas list and then send me a postcard or something, and just message me. I will give you my address, and just send me a postcard or something, and that way I can send you stuff too. I need to get my happy mail bigger. Okay. So what did we decide we're gonna do for insert? Oh, we could do a picture frame. Oh, wait, what did she do with that? Let's see. Let's dissect this. Okay, she's got a piece in the back. And I wonder if this is all one piece. That looks folded, so I think it is. Okay. She cut that. Her fancy scissors or freehand cut it, I don't know. She rounded the corners up there. She cut a thing out of that to make it a pocket. Okay. So could we do that with a piece of Halloween paper? The do we have here? I've got this little 6x6. We might be able to make this work. We might not be able to fold it, but we might be able to use two pieces and make something. Let's see. This one here, I'm pretty sure this I got from like Amazon or Ally or something. There's only one piece of each one of these though. That one won't really work. Could use. We could use the other two pieces of this. There are. We actually might not have to use. I have a thought. Wait a minute. I have a thought. Wait a minute. Let's go back to here. Okay. Where's this? What if we try to think which one would be easier to do? If we made the front. What if we made the front out of. What if we did it this way? Well, you know what? We could. I know what. Let's use this one. Okay, and then let's find one that matches it, kind of. Wait, are these stickers? No, they aren't. They're just cutouts. They're really little. Do you think these were probably supposed to be 12 by 12s? These are. The other one stick up behind this. So maybe let's use. Wait, what one should we use? We're going to use that one. And maybe that one. Let's use those. Okay. We're going to use these two. I'm going to try to dissect. Okay. Glue on my hand and it's bothering me. Let's set this aside for a minute. I'm going to try to dissect this. Okay. Let's get our. I think we can use our small cutter with this. Maybe. Will that fit in there? Yes. Okay. I think we're gonna use. Well, we just could use the whole thing. We could make it bigger. This is probably going to be our focal point. So let's cut, we're either going to cut the top off or the bottom. Let's cut the bottom off. Oh, do that. Actually, let's cut the top off because that looks like it was kind of cut off anyways. It's like a slight bit crooked. Let's cut that off. Okay. We've got that. I'm going to use this here. Okay, instead of doing that scalloped edge, let's do a piece of lace. So we're going to change it a little bit. And yes, I moved my lace. Just was not having the best of luck with where it was. Okay, let's see, we don't want anything too thick. We want something, maybe this. Yeah, I think that would be fine. And it's got kind of the same wave, right? So let's do that. Do this. Right there. Okie doke. I have got a mess I have got to clean up today. For reals. Like, you have no clue what a mess I have today to clean up. I have just been... I'm in desperate need of a cleanup today. Okay. We're going to do... So we rounded the corners like that. Oh, we've got to punch... Should have left a little bit up there. You know what? This is a little bit flimsy. Let's... I'm going to cut this one out. Let's back this. With black. Do we have a piece that's big enough? Nope, not that one. I always try to look in the scraps first to see if we have a piece that's big enough. Wait. I think that might actually be okay. And you know what? Let's grab another piece to do some... Okay. We're going to glue this on the back of here. I'm probably making this way more complicated than it really needs to be. Carmen, if she's watching, is probably yelling at me like, no, this is so much easier and you're making it so much harder. But, you know. Oh, wait. I already just messed that up. That's okay. We'll just... The lace on now. Okay, let's... do it right there. Let's put this... Let's add some more. I'm gonna put the lace there. Doggo, are you in here? Mick. Mickey. Okay. There's that. Let's cut this out. Concentrate. All right. Got it. All right. Got that. I think around here. What are we going to put in the back? She put something really cool. Maybe we end up putting You're gonna need a reveal. Gonna need to be like, maybe it's a skeleton. Okay. There we go. Here. There. Let's do this. This isn't double-sided. I didn't even think about that. That's all right. We're probably going to glue it down anyway. So it'll be all right. Okay. She put lovely flower petals. I think we have to put something a bit more macabre. Okay. This is going to go down here. It's going to go like that. Okay, we need somebody once told me, oh, I ain't the, what is that? I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. It's looking kind of dumb. My finger in my thumb. The shape of an L on my forehead. Oh. Okay. We need whoops. Possibly okay, we need 1, 2, probably 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Duke. Let's bounce. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yesterday I was my A person, which is actually my Z person. Ziggy. Anyway, I asked to just play me some music while I was messing around in the morning, waiting to hang out with Carmen. And I'm an 80s gal, so I wanted to listen to some 80s stuff. And I had no clue really where the music comes from. And it was playing me some crazy stuff. And then I was like, which I know a lot of 80s music, but like sometimes, like I'm not always in the mood for hair bands. Like sometimes I'm in the mood for like pop music. And so I was like, can you play some 80s pop? And he's like, well, here's the Hall & Oates station. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably more, that's probably a little better. And so I played the first song, which was fine. And then it started on all these other songs. And I'm like, I do not have any clue what this thing is playing at all. And then so I was like, no, skip this song because you can have it skip. And it would skip it. And then I was having it skip a lot. So I was like, okay, I better find something else to listen to. So then I asked it for 80s top 40. That was better. So then I was talking to my son about it last night because I'm like, I was telling him what had happened. What had happened was, and my kids think I'm crazy anyways because I'm technically challenged and I don't understand all this stuff. And I'm like, so where does the music come from? Well, it might come from Spotify, Mom. I'm like, no, I don't have it hooked up to Spotify. And he's like, well, then it must come from Amazon Music. And I was like, well, how does it decide, like what music I'm gonna, I want? What does it pull from? And he's like, I don't know, Mom. Go look on Amazon Music and see. And I said, well, is that something you have to pay for? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, well, just do Spotify. And I said, no, because Spotify has a lot of commercials if you don't pay for it, right? And I don't want to have to pay for music. Um, and he's like, well, just go on Amazon and look. So I did. And it has stuff that you can like pick and then put like in a saved playlist. So that's kind of cool. So I found like Footloose's album and Dirty Dancing's album. It said it has over 100 million things for just the free, which that's cool, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, so I hooked that up. So now when I ask it for a playlist, hopefully it does a better job. Okay, so that's going to be that. But we need to put whatever it is we're going to put back here first, right? Because remember, she had, and let's see, it goes clear crossed, which is probably a good idea so it doesn't doesn't get caught up. And we're still going to have to make a tag, which I think maybe the tag we'll do put the letter on that. And then I think in the background, we're going to do the fireflies, right? That makes sense to me. So how are we doing? Oh, we're going to go way over today. I'm sorry, but hold on to your hats because this is going to be a little bit longer than it normally is. And you can always fast forward me. Don't feel like you have to listen to the whole thing. Like, you can fast forward. No problem with that. Or put me on time and a half, double speed or whatever. Nope, that's not the one. Is this the one I want? You're the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey. I know I did some skeletons. Where are they? Where are my skeletons? I know I printed some. I know I designed some and printed them. Where are they? Alright, there's the ghosts, which they're cute, but I really wanted a skeleton. Oh, wait. Maybe we should do one of those guys. Oh, wait, here's the spiders. We're getting closer. Ah, there's the skeletons. These guys are cute too. I forgot. Maybe we should do one of those. Where are the others? I really gotta straighten this up. I say this every day, and I don't do it. Right? So you need to yell at me. Just tell me, woman, get yourself in order over there. Like, what the heck is your problem? Goodness gracious. I know there's more cute little ones like that. Can you even see what I'm going through? Probably not. I'm being ridiculous. Okay, wait, here's a bunch of them. Here they are. Here they are. Okay, maybe not that one. Okay, wait. Okay, so probably not that, not that, not that. He's so cute. I haven't used him yet. Oh my gosh, look at this mummy. He's really cute too. Too bad I don't have a... Oh, this ghost kind of goes with the ghosts. But you really wouldn't see his pumpkins. He's too big. Oh, he's sick. I kind of like him because he's like, hello. So do we like him? Or do we like... Okay, so we're going to audition some things. We're either going to do him, or we're going to do him, because he's kind of peeking too. I like those two. Or we'll do a skeleton. These aren't all the same. They're similar, but not the same. Or we could do that. That's boring. Let's not do that. Okay, let's do one of these. Meeny, meeny. Which one? We like that one. Pretty cute. Let's just use him. We're going to make a decision. I'm making an executive decision right now. We're just going to use that. Okay. Now, I know that some clear stuff. I feel like it's right here. I almost feel like this isn't very big though. Maybe I need a bigger piece. Hold your horses. No, I just had some. Here's a piece of packaging. We're going to use this. All right. Okay, so we're going to put this over this guy. All right. Let's glue this guy down. Who should we do? Should we? Should we not? We probably shouldn't. No, we're not going to do. We're just going to do this. This is fine. Stop fussing. Okay. We're going to put him in. Okie doke. We need to decide where we want him. Maybe moving up just 10. Okay. I'm going to put him there. All right, and then I'm going to mark where this goes because we don't want the plastic to go above that. We don't want it to go above here. Do-do-do-do-do. Is that gonna be big enough? It is. Okay. Ta-da. 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 Okay, there we go. Zoop. This thing picks up everything but money and men. Okay. Where's our mark? Oh, we marked it. Oh, right there. So we want it to go right there. So I say let's run tape. Seems to make the most sense to me. Okay, we're gonna run tape there. And then and mark it over there. Good number. Okay. Okay. Mark it there. Ta-da. And then down here. Ta-da. And then I think we need a thinner paper there. Need to cut it. Okay. Alrighty. Already. We're getting there. We're getting there. I promise. I promise. I promise. Okay. Let's get this on. Oh. Okay. That. There we go. Need this. And we're going to lay it right over that. Okay. All right, let's trim this off. All right, and then let's put tape on these because that will stick to the plastic better than glue would. Here. Yikes. Come on. Get it. Okay, one more. One more. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. Got that. Let's make sure they're on here good. Make sure that's folded good. Okay. Not gonna have any major issues. All right. Now that out. gosh, this is sticky. Yes. Come on. Oh, yeah. This is so sticky. This is so sticky. I need this. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on a minute. We're going to do this a little bit differently. Come here. Come hither. Okay. We're going to stick that down there. Okay. Then we're going to fold these up and we're going to stick them down. It might have been smarter of me to put the tape on the other side instead of these hinges. That probably would have been smarter. But, you know, I don't ever do smart. I always have to make it harder on myself than it really needs to be. So, okay, look. So there we go. Now we need to make a card to go inside it. So let's do that. What's she got here? Just a little, oh, she layered some stuff on there. Okay. I mean, this turned into this. Two very different things, but this inspired this, right? So pretty cool still. Okay. We need a card. We need a card. Oops. Where'd that fall there? Let's start. Do we have any card stuff in here? Or is this all just paper? There's a lot of paper. Ooh, that might be neat. Maybe use that. Put it on a piece of stock or a piece of. Put it on a piece of. We'll put it on a piece of this. Okay. Let's. Now I've got glue and hair stuck to me. Okay. All right. I'm gonna make it smaller. Let's do it to there. Does she have it? Where's hers? Definitely sticking up. So let's stick it up to like here. Okay. This was, I know it's bullshit, but it's because I tried to put it through the printer and it got stuck like 3 times. So then I was like, forget it. I'm not going to print it on that. See how it's got like ink on this edge? Because it kept getting stuck. And I don't know why it was getting stuck, but it certainly was. So I was like, okay. Oops. We might need to make this a slight bit smaller. Okay. Put glue on this. You know, brown paper bags are my favorite thing to use to strengthen things. Plus means they're being recycled. Okay. Let's put my glue on this side and this side. So let's do this. Okay. And put it right there. Right there. Okay. All right. Let's trim this. just trim this bottom off a little bit. Okey-doke. And this is going to go in here. Look, the Halloween sticks up the top. How cool is that? That is so cool. Okay, she did a little stapled thing there. I think we might just... I think because this is bigger, we're going to just round corners. Because this is more of a journal card than a tag because of its size, right? So we're going to do that. And then I think we'll put... one of these on. I need a big one. I think I only want half of it. Well, we could just leave it. Because what else am I going to use it? I'm going to do it this way. That makes sense to me. Okay. So then we're not covering up the Halloween. Okay, so let's do that. And then let's do this. Okie doke. And we'll center that. Okie doke. All right. That's going to go in there. Now, we've got lots of letters everywhere, so we don't really have to use a letter, but I said I was going to use one, so we'll use one. What? We probably should use H, right? E's for oh, maybe we should use C for Carmen because this was her idea. Let's see if we can find a C. This was inspired by her. So Carmen from Carmen's Crafty Creations. If you don't know about her, go check her out. She's my friend. She's fabulous. Where is C? Ah, here it is. Right next to B? Duh. What is your problem, Lonnie? Okay. Let's do that. That. Okay. And we round the corners. Just a little bit. And we're going to ink this to make it darker. Because why? Because we don't love white. Find white a little. It's just too stark. Especially in Halloween. Unless you're a ghost. And even then, you better be a dingy one. Okay. Put that there. Do we need to put something behind it? I feel like we do. What are we going to do? Our handy dandy basket here. What do we got? What do we have? What do we have? We've got not too much writing. Okay, wait a minute. That might be too much. Oh, too much of the same similar thing. Oh, look, hey, here's writing. Let's use a piece of this, a different kind of writing. Maybe use that, that. We need one more thing. One more. What are we gonna add? I feel like we add a little bitty. Where's that? Oh, there's a key. That might be kind of interesting. Or, no, it's too big. I like the key. Let's just use the key. We're just going to be decisive and use the key. Okay. This needs. Let's see what we've done there. We've created a little bitty cluster with the letter and the thing. And now my fingers are going to look like I'm a smoker, which I used to be. But even when I was, my nails were never yellow. I don't know why or how, but they just never were. Okay. Let's do that. That. And add this key. Okay. I'm going to attach this to this. And we're going to attach this to this. Okay. And then this. Add. Like that. Okie doke. Now, where's our page? And look, that's going to distract from that division as well. So that's good. That's really good. Okay, let's. Now we better put the good stuff on to make sure it's going to stick. Okay. Here. Okie dokie pokey. There. One thing I want to do. Now I'm being ridiculous. It's already. We're like. Uh-oh. Somebody just sent me a message. Oh, who do you think it is? Somebody like, where's the heck is your video today? Like 9:30 and you still don't have a video posted. Why? Because you're still recording it because you're being a blabbermouth and you're slow as molasses and you're taking too long to record the video. And then you still gotta upload it and all that good stuff. Okay. Okay. That works. Please stay on there. Okay. Letters. We inserted that, so that'll work. Smear. Night shield. Now we just have to do... Okay, so... Thank you, Carmen, for that inspiration. Okay, we have to do the firefly. Fireflies. Let's check and see who messaged us. I don't know. Somebody sent me a message. Wasn't. People still try to send me messages on my old account, and I don't use it anymore. The only reason I leave it open is because my Happy Place Crafting account is attached to it, but I never check it. So if somebody sends me a message there, I don't really get it. Okay. Let's see. We need firefly. Okay. I said easy. Do you think that's easy? No, I don't think that's easy. Look at images. That's pretty simple. I like that they did the yellow like around there though. Right? That's kind of cool. Definitely think that looks like a firefly. Wait, does that one look? No, this one does. I think this one is pretty easy. Let's try to do this one. We're gonna have to do a few of them on paper though, because we're gonna have to cut them out because we did all that. So, okay. Let's do this and see if we can do it. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. Whoops. Put her there. All right. So what are we gonna start with? I want it to be huge. Let's do the wings. And then the body. And then it's got... No. Okay. Then it's got that. And that. And then it's got a little round head with 2 antlers. Okay. And I know they're not really antlers, but you know. Okay, let's do a few more. How many should we do? Let's do 5. Let's just say 5. Okay. Why 5? I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no idea why 5. Just go with it. Okay. They're all going to be different too, because even though they probably all look the same. Oh no, wait. Maybe a little bit more. That should be a little bit more pointed. Oh, you know what else we didn't do? We didn't go on the inside. Let's do. Kind of liked that about him. Okay. He needs kind of more of a pointy body. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm not mad about it. There. 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 And there. Okay. Somehow he was smaller than the other one. I don't know how. Okay, let's try to do one a little bit bigger. We're going to try, but, you know, we might not be. It's going to be our goal this time anyway. Okay, that. Do the head this time. Then let's do his body. His wings are big enough. I don't know about that. And then there. Okay, so there's 3. We need 2 more. Did it say firefly or fireflies? It said Oh, it said firefly, but more than one is fireflies. But I still think we need. Well, let's just, there's no rules, right? We can do whatever the heck we want. It's our thing. I don't know. I'm kind of getting like weird about these wings. Let's just flip it over. Okay. So we kind of need to do like a C and then a thing. Okay. And then that. And then kind of give him a little bit of a longer body. And do this here and that. Head and his little antlers. And then let's get the inside of this. There we go. Okay, and one more. One more. Do that. What color do you think these guys are? No, but I feel like we need to color them in somehow. Maybe we just make them. Color our fireflies. Are really. I feel like they probably are some brownish greenish color, maybe like bugs or brownish greenish. I don't know. Doot. Okay. I think this is too long. It's better. The other one's starting to look a little bit crazy. Okay. 4. Let's outline all these with ink. We're going to outline them with ink because, that's what we do. I think we'll add the antlers to the page itself because that way we don't have to worry about cutting them out, right? Okay, that. You actually kind of need to look at a bug and see. Look at a firefly. Actually see what color it is. And we can color it in. So why did I bother putting the antlers on? They're not antlers, they're antennas. That's why it sounds so funny when I say it. It could be antlers though, right? Do ants have antlers instead of antennas? That would be funny. No, that was really a bad. My kids would be rolling their eyes right now. For reals. They'd be like, Mom, I can't believe you just. The new thing is for kids to tell you dad jokes and then they laugh in this ridiculous way. It's like a loud, annoying cackle type laugh. It's brilliant. Anyway, that's the new little trend. Just so beware when your kid decides to tell you a joke that sounds like a dad joke, that's probably what's coming after it. There, here, here. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, let's see what an actual firefly looks like. Oh my gosh, why is it opening? You don't need to do that. Okay. Just a firefly. Firefly. Help if you spelled it right. Nope, this whitefly. Whitefly does not make sense. Firefly makes sense. We need images. Okay. Look at them. Look, they've got kind of like a orange head, orange black. Oh, they have that. See, now that really looks like a firefly to me. But we're not getting that. we're not getting that. Ours has its wings open, so let's find one that has. Oh, look, it has like 4 wings, not just 2. So who even knows what we just drew? We probably should have looked at this. Look, see there, that's got more wings than that's more correct. So what colors did he do that? So they did that. Brown, green. Oh, that's interesting. He does seem to be kind of like brown. Well, that's kind of black. Are his wings black? Kind of, aren't they? Look at all the little fireflies. Okay. So his head, well, that part of his head, but the other part of his head is black. So let's just make his head black. We'll just do that. Make his head black. And I don't know. We're gonna make his head black. And make his body brown. Maybe we should do this part black. I don't know. We're gonna take some artistic license here. For reals. This is what we're doing. We're taking some artistic. Sounds like there's some kind of truck. Oh, somebody's loud truck. Truck nonetheless. Okay, and I'm gonna do that. Do that. We have speed bumps back here that are like could be potentially hazardous. They're very tall. Should be illegal. You have to go over them so slow. Okay, wait, which part of is the lighty part? At the very end? Very end. Okay, so let's color this in brown. Brown. I don't know why we even bothered segmenting that because wait, what's in the middle of the wings? Look at its wings again. Where did we see that? Some variations of color there, aren't there? Yeah, there's that. I want to put a little bit of red around here. And then let's do some green. This. I don't even know what this is. I don't know. We're kind of making this up as we go along. This is not really what a lightning bug looks like, so please do not go by what I'm doing. We're using some artists. Places. Where? Okay, I have these. And I think we should do this. All right. All right. Let's cut these out. We're almost done. I promise. I'm sorry this took so long today. All right. Hello. Doot. Doot, doot, doot. Doot, 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 doot. There's one. Like, is the music even still playing? I think I put it on a loop, but there we go. My dog is getting antsy. I think he needs to go out, so I need to get wrapping this up. I don't know why it's because I talked so much today. I need to remember to shut my mouth. Stop talking so much and just work. Okay. That. I'm not loving the green. I think we need to put some brown light. There we go. One more. Okay. We've got those cut out. Let's put I just felt like the green was too much. Need to dull it down. Oh. All right. Okay, let's glue these on. Come here, come here, come here. Let's glue you on. And then we got to put little antlers. Nope, antennas. Stop saying antlers because they are not antlers. They are antennas. Why can you not remember that? When I was little, I loved fireflies. Just to catch them, put them in a jar, put a hole in the front top of it so that they could still live and breathe. Just watch them. just watch them. Okay. Ooh, wait, no. Good thing we didn't just trudge in with that. That would have been a small disaster because that one was way too thick. Okay, let's put his little antler. Nope. I said it again. It's just you're just gonna have to ignore me because that just I don't know. I'm just a weird person. I can't seem to say things correctly. Okay. Should we put tiny little? We put like little. Oh no, it's not really gonna stand out. No, we're not gonna do anymore because it's not gonna work. Okay. Um, there. This goes in here. Norma, if you missed, these are called Bright Ground premium drawing pens. Once again, I messaged you back and said I would put it in the thing. But in case you didn't see that, and I don't want you to have to go back and look for it, so there it is again. Okay. Let's oh, we need to write everything down. Gosh, it's been like over an hour and a half. What is wrong with me? Where's our okay, here's our cards. Our action is smear. I really hope you fast forwarded me today. I'm sorry. Color is Night Shield. Our make was an insert. Our element was letters. And our Inktober was firefly. Okay. Got that. Let's zoom in. Take a look. Close up look. Look. Do you see it? Look. All right. So our element was letters. We have letters all over here. There's letters there. There's letters there. We added a C for Carmen. There's letters on the back. So the letters we did fine. Insert. This is an inserting into this pocket. So that works fine for me. Night Shield was the color. We did the gray and then put the silver gilding polish on it that's drying up. Remember, if you have a trick with that, please put it in the comments. Please. Okay. I hate wasting things. All right, so that was the color, Night Shield. Smear. Oh, we smeared the gilding polish all over the thing. I don't even know where I got this. I feel like I got it from Crafter's Companion or from HSN. Because it seemed to be around the time that I was buying all that stuff. Okay, and then for Inktober, we did the firefly, and we did 5 of them. Do you see them hanging out in the background there? And that's it. Fort Pitt. I'm sorry this took so long. Not really, because I had a lot of fun and I like hanging out with y'all. And I'm actually feeling like halfway decent today, so hopefully we'll have a productive day and get a lot done. Okay, that's it. Until next time, I hope you find peace in your happy place. Oh, remember to use the hashtag DearPromptHPC if you are playing along with the prompts, or use Inktober, hashtag Inktober or Inktober 2025 to if you're participating in Inktober so everybody can see what you're doing. All right. Ta-ta. Love you. Later.